Manwechhre continued to Saya. You go wash your face too, change your clothes. Your room is the same as it was. Saya went to her room and after a while she came out of the room in comfortable clothes and without her scarf and went to the bathroom. Manwechhre said to Barbad. She won't wear a headscarf in front of you anymore? No, we played the role of brother and sister for so long. We became brother and sister. There is an 8-year age gap between Saya and me. I have been with you and your family since childhood. So I am so kind and honored that I don't look at Saya except as a sister. Manwechhre smiled and said, I know. Take care of her again. Despite what you said and the things you and your friends taught her, she is no longer the simple, sensitive, and kind girl she used to be, and she doesn't sacrifice herself for others. Believe me. I forced myself on her, introduced her to my friends and taught her how to use a knife and fight. Because he always felt that he had neither the physical nor the mental strength to drag Mona out of Reza's house that day and put Reza in her place. He thought, that I had betrayed him and that my hand was in the same bowl as Reza's. I received a few hard slaps from him. To silence him and save him. I had to hit him on the head with something and make him run away. Manwechhre said. Youth and a choice brought him in as here. When Golrock arrived, who had come for her mother, they did not continue their conversation. Say and Golrock exchanged a normal greeting, free from sarcasm and reproach. Barbad informed the grandmother and Beta. They all participated in setting the table for lunch. Mona dared herself and sat next to Say. Say looked at her and kissed her sister's cheek with a smile. Everyone was surprised by this behavior and remained motionless for a few moments. When Say started to eat, the others started smoking and eating. Change yourself so that. After Sandra returned to Tron, we also added a few gaming machines and changed the room's atmosphere, preparing to enter the stage and new people in the Glass City. The center and heart of the Tron game world and its powerful people. The widespread and severe clashes, repressions, and arrests that sometimes occurred had left the Tron world chaotic and full of chaos and on the verge of explosion. Sandra stood in front of Fitz's cell. He was lying on the bed and still motionless. Sandra motioned for the guard to open the glass cell door. Then they both went inside and towards Fit and sat him on the bed and leaned him against the wall. Sandra said, Let me know as soon as he returns and is active. The woman said, Yes, definitely. Then she went out with the guard and walked towards the Two Whales restaurant. Inside, some were sitting at the bar-like counter and some at the wide, one-piece tables and benches. Today, instead of Joyce, Katrina was running the restaurant, sitting at one of the tables. Katrina came towards her from behind the counter and the food preparation area. Hello, what would you like today? Hello, a well-done steak, some fries. Haven't you seen Chloe recently? Why does she come sometimes? As Chloe entered the restaurant, she continued, It's halal. Sandra smiled and nodded. Chloe came towards them and said, Hi Katrina, Sandra. They both answered. Katrina said, Do you want something to eat? Yes. Anything tasty and filling with a nice drink. Okay. And she went towards the counter in the kitchen. Chloe sat down at the table and said, Are you here to eat or are you going to arrest or meet someone? To eat, it's time to rest for now. But it's good that you came. For what? Well, I need you to be this reckless and troublemaking and not stupid. What do I get? What do you want? A little bit of money to pay off my debt, have fun, get a better place. Change my car. Is it money? Whose problem isn't money? Is it drugs? I know you're an addict. It's about me, but I owe Frank a drug deal. I borrowed it from him. Okay. You come with me, you'll get your money. You know, I don't work for anyone just like that. Pay off my debt. I'm with you. If that's the case, I'll get a formal commitment and signature from you. Get out of here, I'll send you to drink some cold water. And I'll put an electronic leg brace on you and force you to do whatever I want until the end. How cruel. Get rid of him. Catch you. What did you think of me? You're crazy. You know. Just as you don't trust anyone, no one can trust you either. Katrina brought their food and placed it on the table. They both thanked each other and started eating in silence. After they finished eating, Sandra said, "You're my guest. Are you ready to go to the red zone? The red zone? Where it's full of murderers, psychopaths, and strange creatures. Yes. You're going there with a bunch of players, and your best friend, Max, and your friend Warren are also there. Warren wants to show that he's not a bully anymore and can protect Max." Chloe laughed and said, "That was interesting. Warren is a good boy, but he doesn't want to be beaten anymore. It doesn't just take courage, it takes physical strength and skill." Sandra said, "Teach him." "What, beating? I don't have time for that. That's tough. The rules of the game are changing. If there's a death or injury, it's real. They'll lose their lives and their families forever. I feel sorry for the people in that world. For yourself, Max. And the commitment you're willing to make? If you make it." "I'm thinking about it," Chloe said. "You know I can go there without you and the players." "Yeah, I know. It's an offer and a deal. Think about it." For now, Sandra left the restaurant. Chloe sighed and leaned back against the back of the leather couch.